Hello, my amors, and welcome to a new pick a card video. I know it's been quite some time, so let's do another pick a card reading video. This is all about the truth of your situation. So, whatever this may be about, if there is any specific significant situation that you need clarity, you need some type of solution, some answer, confirmation, and illumination, whatever it may be, this reading is for you. Okay, we are going to get to the bottom of this and we'll find what is it exactly that's going on and the truth of the matter that you wish to know. So, my amors, I also have my yearly 2026 reading package, as you can see over here on the screen. So, if you would like to book one, you can just go ahead and check out my website. All the links to my website and also my social media is down below in the description, so you can just go and check that. Okay, this package is also complete with tarot cards, Lenormand, numerology reading as well, and so much more. So with that being said, we are going to get into your reading. Okay, so as usual, we have three different piles. Okay, this is pile number 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and you can go right into the timestamp down below in the pinned comments or in the description to go right to your pile. Okay, with that, thank you so much, and let's get to your message. Hello, my amors, and welcome to pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, let's take a look at your pile. Okay, what is the truth of this matter? What exactly you need to know about this situation, whatever it may be. Okay, just remember to listen to your own intuition, discern the information yourself, and take whichever that relates and truly resonates with your situations. Okay, do not indulge in any information if it does not resonate, as simple as that. All right, I think that this could be about your career. Okay, pile number 1. Okay, this is really strongly coming up about your career concerns and maybe also financial concerns. So right off the bat, we got the Queen of Pentacles, Hangman, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, for you guys, okay, pile number 1, I feel like you have been trying so hard and you have been working your ass off, quite frankly, to really make a name out of yourself or to get some results, to get good results, to harvest your abundance, your wealth, your happiness, financial stability, financial security, etc. But no matter what, it feels like everything is just staying the same. You might also feel stuck, or it's just so stagnant. Okay, you feel that a lot of the movements that you have been trying to do, or the movements that you may also expect from external factors, let's say for example you're waiting for a good business opportunity, a job invitation, etc. No matter what it may be, basically it is not showing up just yet. Okay, and even if it does, suddenly it's all gone again. So it's almost like, you're telling yourself, I know that I can be the Queen of Pentacles and I do have the knowledge and the skill to become the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody that is so stable, that is solid in their own abundance, their confidence, their money, material needs, material desire, which is very normal. We as human beings, we do need material fulfillment as well, in order to live. So the Queen of Pentacles is like that feeling of you are the queen in your own queendom. Okay, you are your own king in your kingdom. Basically, you have your own empire, and that is all the things that you have built for yourself in terms of work, career, and also finances. So you are definitely somebody that has a big dream. Okay, like you have a plan, you have a goal. So okay, I'm still picking up your energy right now, pal number one. It's like you keep telling yourself and also asking maybe to the universe, like, hey, where's the result? Like, I have a plan, I have big dreams, I have a goal, and I have been doing my part to like do something about this, but yet I am still not seeing the results. So, what is it exactly that's going on? Because why am I still being put in this hangman position, which is you just hanging by on a thread? It feels like that. So, in a way, I mean, symbolically speaking, like, oh my gosh, what is it that is like the issue over here, and what would become of me in my career path or my career choices, let's say. So maybe you could also be confused about that, or just a little bit lost as to exactly where or like which pathways that you want to choose for your career, basically. And so you keep pushing and pushing and pushing and still doing the work that you thought you should do with the Eight of Pentacles, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But still, like, where's the result exactly? And then you start to doubt yourself. Is this really the right choice or no? Is this really the right pathway in my career and my financial choices or no? Did I make a mistake? Am I lacking of something? Lack of skill, lack of knowledge maybe? Or what is it? What is it that's really the problem over here? So, let's take a look what's really going on. So the truth of the situation, pal number one, we got the Emperor and the Hermit over here. Oh, wow, the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck over here. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you that you can succeed so much more, and you can have all your dreams come true and have that financial happiness, that financial fulfillment, stability, and also safety. And you can also have a job or the type of career choices based on what you like, based on your passion, based on your own interest, while also making like a good hell amount of money. That is very, very possible for you. But the thing is, what is going on is that you need to really somehow strategically, okay, we're talking about strategy over here. You need to like strategically find a way to make this work by yourself somehow. This may not be for everyone, okay? But listen, so the message that's coming up over here for you, pal number one, is that most of you guys, you have a really good leadership skill, okay? You actually do have really good leadership skill, especially with the Emperor over here and the Hermit. That is like you standing in your own power. You know your gifts, okay? You know your skills. You know the knowledge that you hold. You know the wisdom that you have within yourself. So basically, you already have what it takes. You have the resources for what it takes to make your career dreams come true, to make your financial goals come true. Okay, you already have what it takes. But the problem is that there's just too much noise around you, and you are not listening to yourself just yet, or you are not completely listening to yourself just yet. So this is not at all about you having to be, like an isolated person that does everything by themselves and like literally have nobody around, no friends around? Of course, no. This is just like, hey, you have this big vision, right, in your head, in your mind. And you also know the wisdom and the knowledge and the skills and the talents that you hold. Okay. You are very well aware about that. But you are not using all of your strategic skills, okay, your knowledge, your wisdom, and also your talents, okay, when it comes to making money or what kind of work that you want to do to make money. Okay, you are not fully using all of your skills just yet to 100% max. Okay, somehow deep inside of you there is still this doubt. Okay, either it is the fear of loss or maybe even the fear of success. It could be anything. It could be internal, it could also be external. It could be the noises from inside of you that's causing you a lot of doubt, you know, like self-negative talk. Or if it's external, maybe unfortunately you are still within an environment, you know, let's say you're surrounded by people that keeps somehow telling you, or like people that keep telling you or trying to like stop you from doing what you do believe you should be doing and that you believe it will work. Okay, like you're surrounded by people that's like, you know, negative Nancy's basically. They keep trying to tell you this and this and that and this and that, or even fully stop you from doing what you want to do. So regardless, it's more of like, hey, you are actually very, very capable, and you know, to say the least, you are ready. Actually, you are very, very ready. Pile number one, you literally have no form of lack over here. It's just in your mind. Really, it really is just in your mind. And maybe some of you also have a bit of a perfectionism issue. Okay, so that's okay, just work on that a little bit by bit. That is fine, it's understandable. But coming back to what is it exactly, the root of this cause is that, hey, the truth of the matter is that you got nothing to lose. You have all the resources and all the reasons to start what you already know to start about. Like, you already know what to do, you already know how to do it, maybe even, you know, like you know that, but you are still somehow stopping yourself from it because of noises, again, either internally, externally. But also to take a look at a more, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry guys, that's a loud AF motorcycle. But yeah, that could also be a sign. If you want to take it as a funny omen, I guess you can also take it as a sign that, hey, you know, block out the noise, block out the distractions. Okay, you really gotta lock in and focus and really like, hey, focus to what exactly that you want to achieve in your career and in your financial goals as well for the upcoming future for yourself. Okay, and stop doubting yourself and just start doing. Because sometimes I feel like you kind of spiral in this feeling or thoughts of, what if this is not going to work? What if this is going to completely fail? What if I'm just going to lose more stuff, you know, or lose more money? But the more that you get stuck, kind of like you're frozen, okay, in this looping energy of doubt, the more you're not taking action and you are not like being active in manifesting this reality for yourself. So in terms of that, we also gotta talk about the truth of the matter is that, hey, other than the noise and the distraction, honey, please, like, believe yourself, okay, have faith, okay, believe in yourself, that's for sure, have confidence, and use all of the skills, the knowledge, and the talent that you have in a way that is as maximum as possible. Okay, like seriously, take advantage of yourself in a good, positive light, because you may think that you have been using your skill or expressing your talent to the world 100%, but actually you have probably been doing this for only about 20 or 30%. Like, that's quite a major difference. And this is not coming from the idea of you not doing enough or not working hard enough. Okay, no, this is not about that. This is about you gotta find a smarter way of a strategy, okay, as to how you can maximize your skill, your knowledge, and your talent without breaking a bone or two. Okay, that's what I'm picking up for you, pile number one. Okay, so this is definitely confirmation. I just pull up some oracle cards from the Moonology Oracle deck. We got the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. But specifically in your situation, it means like this. It is time for you to give yourself time, okay? You gotta give yourself some time to really lock in, focus, push out the noises, push out any distraction, and just like learn all that you can from within, instead of taking outside information, instead of taking outside message, let's say. It's more about, hey, give yourself the benefit of the doubt by having a conversation with yourself more internally, like speaking, okay? Like, you don't have to keep looking to the outside world for some type of validation or knowledge or whatever it is. I mean, of course, depending on what kind of career that you want to go for. But it's like, there's a time for humans to create and there's time for humans to learn, okay? Because it's like there must be this balance, right? If you keep concerning yourself with I'm not doing enough, or I'm not working enough, or I don't, you know, have faith or have confidence in the skills that I have, basically, and you keep telling yourself that you gotta take this class, this, that, whatever it is, then when will you start creating? Like, when are you going to create? So at some point, you gotta give yourself the time to actually create, instead of researching or learning all the time. You still need to have that balance. So that's just like, you know, very specific confirmation or message, you can say. And then this card that says your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Again, it's like, hey, maybe you need to reallocate your energy and your focus to a bit of a different strategy or direction, okay? So you would not feel as if you have to keep working hard, but instead you can start to learn how to work smart and make it work. And then we have meditate and contemplate. Whenever you have the time to just like be by yourself, like with your own thoughts, your own feelings, you can just write it out. You can journal, take notes, whatever it may be. This is more about you guys also needing the balance to truly listen inside, like to the listen to yourself internally, okay? Like, you gotta look towards inside of yourself. So maybe some of you guys, pile number one, you want to be a speaker or an author or an artist, or you want to write, because I keep feeling this sense for a lot of you, you have these issues of speaking up or not having the confidence to speak up, or to be a leader, or to create something, okay? So yeah, that is pretty much what's going on that you gotta be aware of. So basically, in a way, so far it is looking pretty good, to say the least, that there is no specific challenge, warning, red flags, or even blockages that's there, to like purposely stop you in a way constantly. It's not like that all the time. So it's just a matter of, boundaries, etc. Da 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 da, the gist. And basically, that's what I am picking up. That's the whole tea for you, pal number one. And if, let's say, for you guys who are dealing with someone that's like so annoying and they keep criticizing you so negatively, and they're just a negative Nancy, and they're complaining all the time and affecting you with their opinions and their thoughts and their really nasty words, whatever, then maybe it is time for you to cut off that person. I mean, if you are dealing with that, then yeah, obviously that is a form of blockage that's affecting your energy. So that is your reading, okay, pile number one. I really hope that this helps you out. Once again, thank you so much for being here and listening to this reading. I truly hope that this resonates and helps you. Don't forget to also follow me on my Instagram, and I will be back, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. So subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Hello, my amors, and welcome to pile number two. Okay, so we are going to take a look at what is it, the truth of the matter of your situation, whatever it may be. Okay, all right. So, I'm kind of already picking up some energy of complications, confusion, lost, and also something like, it feels quite intense, like anxiety or fear or something. Okay, we're going to take a look into this. Okay, pile number two. Let's see what's going on with you. And of course, remember to always listen to your intuition, discern the information yourself, only take whichever that resonates and relate to your own situation. Okay? So pile number two, let's take a look. What is going on with you guys? What's the situation that you're asking about? Let me take a look. Whatever this may be, this is causing you a lot of anxiety and a lot of doubt or something. Okay, pile number two. I think this could be... okay. As I was just about to say, this must be something really personal, and it has something to do like deep with your emotional health or something about emotional connections with others. Oh, right away I got the Tower card. Ooh, what is going on? Okay, pile number two. I think this could be about a love situation or a very, very, very close person that you are dealing with. Okay, but I still feel that it has something to do with like a romantic type of situation instead of platonic. Okay, so regardless of your relationship status or your connection status, with this person, whoever you may be dealing with, whoever this figure is, this is definitely a love type of situation that's going on. Okay, there's so much confusion over here, or it's just a lot of anxiety or a lot of hidden emotions, unsaid words, unsaid feelings, unfinished business type of feeling. And it feels this energy is like, it's giving you this sense of like an anxiety attack somehow, or like this adrenaline rush, but it's just so weird. This could also be about the other person, by the way. So pile number 2, if you don't specifically feel super anxious or weirded out about this, let alone confused, this could be your person, okay? Whoever it is that you're dealing with, it's like there is this wish of happiness or a wish of union or wish of a beautiful future somehow in this connection, whatever is going on between you guys for pile number 2. And there is this sense of belief or faith deep down, emotionally or even spiritually, that there really is a reason or a purpose or a story somehow. But apparently, along the way, it's starting to feel that it's only one person that's living the story. It's like one person may have thought that they are still living in the same story as you do, or maybe the other way, okay? But the reality of the matter is that one person already is living in a different story, whereas the other person is also living in a different story altogether already. Okay, basically there is this sense of wanting to force something to be within the same book or even within the same page, but it is not. It is completely a different genre of story even. Okay, so I don't know what went wrong or what happened between you guys, but basically there is this sense of misconception. Okay, that is a very specific word, but what I'm picking up is that there is some type of concept or understanding that is just it's missing the point. Like whatever it is, either it's you or the other person, there is this sense of whatever this situation is about, it is not on the same page, it's not within the same book, it's completely missing the point, like missing really far ahead. Or metaphorically speaking, for some of you guys, pile number 2, it could be that, let's say, in the beginning of this connection or this relationship, maybe you both did in a way live within the same story, okay? But then along the way, a page or 2 got ripped out from the book, and then suddenly out of nowhere you try to keep reading the story, but the pages, some of the pages got ripped out. And now you're like, what about this missing piece? You know, like I cannot just jump to the other chapter, you know, I cannot just jump and read the next chapter if I don't know what's the missing piece is about. So that missing piece somehow could be actually really important, like a very key point moment within that story, but it is still missing. The pages were ripped out and you don't know where it is, or maybe the other person doesn't know where it is. So basically, I'm not sure if this is about like career issues between you both or financial like fights. I don't really feel that. It just feels more internalized somehow. Okay, it doesn't feel like, oh, you know, circumstances because of family, you know, or because of culture, let's say. It just feels very personal and also internalized. Because I feel like with the 7 of Cups and the Tower over here, whoever is the person within this connection that is too far off dreamy is definitely going to be the one that experienced the Tower moment against them somehow, or the Tower moment like on top of them. It kind of feels that way. Maybe this is already happening right now. So that is the truth of the matter. So if you are dealing with someone, again, whether you are still getting to know this person, or you are officially dating this person already, or maybe engaged, or whatever the status is, Basically, there is some type of mismatch puzzle going on, like a mismatch frequency that needs to be realigned. Okay, so for some of you guys, pile number 2, there is a very, very good chance of opportunity, I would say, for this to be realigned back together. Okay, it is very possible. But the issue here is that whoever it is that is too far off in their dreamy la la land, like fantasizing blah blah blah, 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 stuff like that, like, oh yeah, all is good, all supposed to be good, everything's supposed to be good. Basically, that is going to be the one that may experience some type of like deep AF shadow work, or like dark night of the soul, that's like really hard, by the way, like really, really in a difficult, painful way. It's almost like it's gonna be a harsh AF wake-up call somehow. With the Tower card over here right after the 7 of Cups, so what's going to happen? Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. There is this sense of like one person wants to keep forcing the same story. Okay, let me rephrase that. So it's like one person wants to keep forcing, or in a way believing, of the same story that goes on within this connection, or like for both of you. Okay, it's almost like they truly believe, or they want to believe for themselves, that this is the story of us, or this is the story that's supposed to be for us both, because it is fate, it is destiny. Because you can see with the Wheel of Fortune here, in this card specifically with the Wheel of Fortune, it's the fates that's being depicted in this card. You can see with the red thread over here. Okay, it's like, no, this is like the story, it is our story, it is our destiny together, or this is fate, or whatever. But the truth of the matter is that, ooh, you have been long gone and lost the pretty much lost the plot since like long time ago. So it's like there is some type of denial, I feel, with whoever this person is in the position of, like being too long gone in their fantasy lala dreamy land of everything is good, everything's supposed to be good, and I will push this form of hope or reality or whatever, but that's just not the reality. Okay, there's like just like real life, there's challenges, etc., that we gotta face. But it's like this person keeps trying to be, no, everything is good, you're good, I'm good, so we're good, right? It's like that type of vibe. But there is this really, really, well, undeniably, a really deep sense of ego, insecurity, and denial within this person. So I feel the issue and the truth of the matter for you guys, pile number 2, okay, what's going on in this situation that you have to be aware is that one person still somehow somewhat try to defy fate, while the other person has accepted reality already, or whatever it is that happened or still happening, and willing to work on it. So it's like there is this mixed feelings between, there's this possible chance of realigning things back together and make it work, but at the same time it is going to be very challenging for the other person to accept that reality is not just black and white, it's also not always gray. It can be colorful, but at times it's not always colorful. It's like you just gotta see things for what it is, whoever that person is in this connection, I mean, that's having difficulties in seeing that without the haziness of their own glasses. Okay, like they gotta take off their own glasses. It feels like that. So I wanna pull some oracle cards to give you more cards, okay, and see whatever messages that may come up about this, some confirmation, advice, whatever it may be. Okay, pile number 2, let's see. Okay, we got meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Oh my goodness, adjustments are required. Oh, I accidentally like pushed this card. Okay, maybe I still need to take a look. What's going on? Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah, so it's like in this connection, pile number 2, one person is very much capable to become the Queen of Swords, while the other person is still very much a Page of Cups, which is between a queen and a child. And this is not to say that, oh, that means it's like bad. Well, it's just that somehow, you know, some people just have their own evolution at different times. It's like it's not always wrong, of course, depending on the situation, but it's like there is this sense of one person is still way too stuck and frozen in one specific timeline, and they do not want to accept the truth of reality, and they just cannot move on. So, for example, you guys, let's say from the very beginning, okay, of this relationship, you guys went out on a date, and then you got into a relationship, and then you guys started to talk about the future, about building a life, family together, you know, and having a child, let's say, maybe marriage, blah 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 blah, blah, you know, or like, yeah, we should get married by next year, and then you know, we can travel, etc., whatever it may be. Okay, let's say it all went well in a way in the beginning, okay, but then along the way, you know, sometimes certain challenges and circumstances of life, you know, it happens. Let's say maybe there was a bit of a challenge of, you know, financial issues or family issues, let's say, okay. And so it's like, okay, the reality of the matter is that this is the issue that's going on. This is what's happening. So how can we find the right exact solution to realign things back and for us to keep moving forward? That's like the right way, basically, right? But instead of that, it's like one person already saw the solution and keep moving forward and improving, while the other person keeps denying that the issue happened or is still happening. It's like the other person keeps denying whatever challenges or bad circumstances that happen, because they still wanted to believe that there's no issue, there's no possible blockages, there's no possible challenges within this connection, and that you guys can keep moving forward to the future. While that may sound like a very romantic, dreamy thing, but down the line, it could become a very serious problem. And I see that this is exactly what's going on with you guys, pile number 2. Okay, this reading comes up because it has turned into a very confusing, complicated, or even serious issue, because it's like I feel for most of you who's watching this, you are definitely the Queen of Swords, okay? You guys who's watching this video, Pal 2, you're the Queen of Swords. You're the one that, you know, meditated, contemplate, you sit with yourself and you're like, I know, what can we do about this? What should I do about this? And the solution. Whereas the other person, they're like, no, what issue, what problem, what challenge? There's no such thing of that, blah, 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 blah. Let's just keep moving forward. But the thing is, like, you know, imagine you are hiking, you know, and obviously you see there's a big ass rock in front of you, but you deny that that rock exists. How are you supposed to keep hiking if you deny that that rock is right in front of you? Like, you know, it's like that. You gotta think of a way to like get around or like find another pathway or something and keep hiking safely and get to your destination, right? You cannot like deny and try to bulldoze the F out of the way when obviously there's like a big jagged rock in front of you. Basically, that's the idea that I'm picking up from the other person. So the only thing that you should know, this is your advice, okay, pal number 2, is that if your person is the one that's kind of like, no, 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 blah, 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 you know, being in denial like that, well, want it or not, the tower will still come either way. It's like, well, adjustments are required and eventually adjustments will come on its own. So again, it is not like it's bad, but it is just the way things are in life. Either you learn, you adjust, you improve, and you see things for what it is and try to find the solution, or you keep on denying it and it just gonna get worse, basically. So that is what I am seeing for you, okay, you guys, pal number 2. I really hope that this helps you out and also confirms as to what's really going on with your situation. So to say, like, is this really your fault, or is this really the other person's fault, or circumstances, whatever it is, the truth of the matter is that this has turned too complicated and too complex. Okay, that is also the truth. It's just too complicated, too complex, but there is still that chance to be realigned in a way. So that is what I am picking up. Again, thank you so much for being here. I would love to know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll be back, of course. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram as well, and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you soon, you guys. Hello, my amors, and welcome to, last but not least, pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 3, let's take a look at what is the truth of the matter of your situation, whatever it may be. We're going to take a look at that. So, of course, as always, listen to your own intuition and discern the information, okay, you guys? Take only whichever resonates and truly relates to your situation and also concerns, okay? Discern the information well. So we're going to take a look. Let me tap into your energy, pile number 3, and see what is it that you're asking about. Oh, and what is going on. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we only got one card for the first card, okay, which is the Ace of Pentacles. But just with this one card alone, I'm already picking up this energy of somebody waiting for some type of opportunity or result or something that is like big time, something that is long term or permanent or whatever it may be. So let's see, what is this about? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just heard the word the butterfly effect. I kind of noticed that as this card, the Wheel of Fortune, jumping out of the deck and somehow kind of hitting this butterfly over here. I also thought about like, yeah, what is this about? And then we have the Sun. Okay, so again, right off the bat, this is definitely a feeling of somebody waiting for the right time, waiting for the right fate of time and events and place and situation to finally have their happiness and their fulfillment, or some type of big time promise to actually come true into reality, for something to manifest. And this is something that's like long term, or this sense of hope for this thing to be long term or even permanent. Because the Wheel of Fortune is about fate, it's about destiny, it's about karma as well, whether good or bad. And the Sun is about like, what is it exactly that you want for your happiness? You know, it is your ultimate like fulfillment, contentment, life, joy, and whatnot. It's about creation as well. And then we have the Hermit and the Hangman, but there is also this feeling of having to keep it quiet, or kind of like having to keep it to yourself. Is this you or somebody else? Okay, we have the Angel of de la Nuit. Okay, privacy is power, or in some cases, maybe something is being kept a secret. Ooh. Okay. All right, so pile number 3, what I am picking up is that this could mean two things, okay? For those of you who's watching this, pile number 3, if you are in a love connection or relationship, then this reading would still resonate with you. Okay, there's like a very specific meaning though. But if you want to take this message completely to you yourself personally, because you do resonate this with yourself and just with you yourself, then that's also fine. You can take it that way. But I'm going to give you a very specific message if you are dealing with a specific person. Doesn't matter the status, okay? But romantically speaking, if you're dealing with someone, there is a specific person that this message is pointing to you about, okay? So there is this feeling like you and this person may have similar or probably the same goals, the same vision, the same dream, the same hopes, the same sense of want and desire of happiness and fulfillment. Like, what is it, that idea of happiness or fulfillment in a relationship or connection, let's say, individually and also together as partners, in a like a partnership type of connection, you know, as couple, let's say. But what's different over here is that one person may have it all laid out on the table, while the other person may still have some cards up their sleeve. And it is not necessarily bad or dangerous, okay? So listen up, pile number 3. I don't see like specific red flags so far, but here's the thing. Let me give you an example, okay? Because this energy is quite a lot and quite complicated, so to not confuse the message, I'm gonna just give you an example. Let's say person A has this idea of a beautiful life with their partner in marriage somewhere else, where they can build a house together and grow their own garden and have their kids running around, for example. And for person A, that's beautiful. That's what they want. They have laid it out on the table already. They're honest about it. And the reason why they imagine it that way, it's because it has always been a long time dream or wish for person A. And for person A, that gives them a sense of calm, like being at home, truly being at home and feeling safe. There's that serene, peaceful feeling, and they aim for that emotional fulfillment, let's say. Okay, that is for person A. As for person B, they also have the same exact vision and goals as person A. Person B very much agree to also build that life together with person A, because for person B, that is also the same idea of happiness and how life would look like in a relationship or marriage, let's say. But what person B has not yet laid out to the table or be honest about it even, or just like say it basically, it's that the reason why they wanted to do that is because, yes, while it is true that person B genuinely feels like that is how happiness supposed to look like, but deep down, maybe subconsciously, person B wants to achieve that dream for their ego. Okay, for their own ego, for their own insecurity. Well, what for? Maybe for a form of validation, for some type of proof, for some type of like show off, maybe that, yeah, see, I can do this. Look at me, family. You all tell me that I would not be able to have a successful, happy future. Well, look at me now. So it's kind of like coming from that ego sense for person B. So the truth of the matter for you, per pile number 3, I feel like for a lot of you who's watching this, you're just asking maybe about the honest truth of what's actually going on. Because while you feel like everything's going good and there's nothing wrong happening, or you don't even see like something bad coming up, but yet you still feel like, what is it, this uncanny or uncomfortable sense that I'm picking up from my partner, let's say. So maybe that's the reason, and you're picking this pile number 3, and you're watching this reading. So this is the message for you. The truth of the matter deep down is that, again, not to say that it is completely all wrong or bad, but it could turn into a bit of an issue if whatever internal issues of person B is not resolved, okay? Because the thing is that you must never go to someone and like try to build this life together from such an egoistical reasons, just for the sake of, yeah, I want to show off that I can do it. Like I want to prove to me and everybody else whatever that I can do it, and I can achieve this and that, and I can be happy, whatever. Because at the end of it, is it truly genuine, or is it just a form of validation? So again, this is not to say that, oh my goodness, so does that mean that my partner is like bad? Does that mean that this person I'm dealing with is like evil or something? No, it's just that they are still very much dealing with their shadows. It's like, well, we are all humans and we all have our own shadow side as well. So that is what I am picking up, because with the Hermit and the Angel of de la Nuit, the Angel of de la Nuit also, by the way, means the Angel of the Night. Okay, like something about night, darkness, something that needs to be illuminated. Okay, because it has been hanging on a thread for way too long. So basically, it's like, let's work on that, or let's be real and be honest about that, instead of just let it sit and rot away inside, because that could very much turn into an actual problem or issue if it's not resolved for a long term period. Especially that the dreams, the hopes and goals that's being laid out over here is genuinely good, and it is based on genuine aspiration, genuine ideas, genuine feelings, and emotional connection as well. So again, it is not bad, it is not wrong. Okay, it's just that, well, maybe try to take a look at it and understand it deep within yourself from a bit of a better and different perspective. So that is for you if you are dealing with somebody and you're wondering about what's going on in the situation. That's what's going on. But again, like I said, if you are just asking for yourself, you can still take it this way. Okay, it's like this may be very, very much subconscious. Okay, you want to achieve this amount of money, let's say, or you want this type of career. Well, are you truly doing it because, well, I really believe in myself, I have this like passion for this one interest, or this like topic, let's say? Or are you just doing it for the sake of, I just want to prove to like my high school bullies, like for example, that I'm like cooler than them, for example. Again, in the beginning, things like this may be a good idea for motivation. It's quite like the push, like, those stories where, yeah, you know what, I want to get like the hottest like summer body revenge type of thing. And in a way, depending on the situation, of course, and also timing, it's like using that and transmuting that into something productive and wonderful could be good. It could be good, and it can still be a great reason of motivation. But let's not take it too far to the point of you wanting to achieve a beautiful sense of home, peacefulness, happiness, and especially family. Let's say if you're dealing with somebody else, especially that, like, it would not be a good idea if it's just, coming from that ego place. So that is what I am picking up. Okay, so let me give you some oracle cards over here to give you some last confirmation or advice. And I am using the Moonology oracle deck over here. Let's see. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah, you gotta like have this honest and serious conversation with yourself, or if you're dealing with somebody and it's about that, then you gotta, obviously talk with that person, or that person also have to be like honest with you and be open that, hey, what is destiny really? What is purpose really? Like, what is the future? Back again with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, how do you want to go about this? Because there must be this balance between spirituality and practicality, just like what this card is saying. There needs to be that balance between, okay, I'm using, let's say, this lesson or this event to push me forward in life, but also like at the same time I'm balancing with, you know, healing from it, you know, and also focusing still on myself, my future, my passion, etc. Blah, 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 blah. It's basically just balancing between, okay, what can you do, practically speaking, about this to make it better or to find a solution out of it, but also still hold that wisdom within yourself, okay? There must be that balance over there of being aware, but also like, okay, let's take action, etc. And then we have this other card that says a time to give rather than take. The energy is gaining momentum, and last but not least, expect powerful change. Oh, wow. New moon in eclipse nonetheless. Okay, so definitely there is a sense of a cycle, especially if it's been like a tough and rough and challenging cycle that, I mean, you've been experiencing, or you and your person have been experiencing. Basically, that cycle is going to come to an end. Okay, there is going to be a sense of death and rebirth for the sake of good transformation. Okay, this is like good. Okay, this is towards good, better, and positive energy, like reality, and a better new chapter as well. So that's fine. But right now in this present moment, basically, what you gotta know, the truth of the matter for you, pile number 3, is that this is more of like a little bit, okay, it's just like a little bit of more work. Could be like, again, it's focusing more on inner work of just having more of self-honesty, really, and also being more open and honest with your partner. It's more about the transparency that serves in respect, okay? So basically that is what I am picking up for you, pile number 3. Okay. And so far I would still say that this is still looking pretty good with good results and prediction. It is time for you to like give time as to basically like how to stabilize the situation and find the balance. And basically still don't stop doing what you're doing, okay? Especially if this is like about your own future, your plans or goals for the future, what you want to achieve, your success, whatever it may be, or a sense of self-identity as well. The energy is definitely gaining momentum, so expect a powerful and good change that could very much be long-term or even permanent, okay? Big time. Just like with the Wheel of Fortune confirming with the Sun card over here, okay? So keep on moving forward. It's still fine. Sometimes it can be a little bit rough, okay? A bit of bump along the way, but keep on moving forward and you are going to get there eventually. That is for sure. So that is what I have for you guys. Okay, pile number 3. I really hope that this helps you out and it confirms whatever you need to know. So thank you, and I would love to also know your thoughts down below in the comments. Okay, you guys, I will definitely be back. And don't forget to also follow me on my Instagram and subscribe if you haven't. And I will be seeing you soon again. Please do take care.